Mm. Hey everybody, come on in the room, child. I'm gonna try not to yell, y'all. Hey, pretty rings, how you doing, baby? Hey, dreamer brain. Y'all, I am so sick of this man over there. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I go over there, and you have that woman that was so terrified, pretend she was so terrified of fyebabe, right? And what she was gonna do. Hey, Wild Seed. I hope Shells is coming over because she wanted me to go live. So I wasn't planning on going live, but I forgot to talk about this. Okay. ZX is over there claiming that there's this war between the black and the beef sector. No, there's not. There's no war. Because, see, they don't stand with you. I don't know anybody that I know that is standing with you from the black sector. So who's standing with you? Who? You must have some people from the manosphere or from a different sector. Maybe the United Kingdom, whatever, United Kingdom sector, United K. I don't know, but nobody's standing. Nobody's over there. Like, no, who in the hell is standing with you? That to be, yeah, that's the same woman. I think that's the same woman. I'm just like, what? He's talking about. He turned the music on. Tomorrow. Oh yeah, what we gonna talk about? What you want? What you want? What you want? Ugh, with your gums. Who wants your bleeding gums? Eating them out? Are you okay? Are you okay? Who wants your bleeding gums? Eating them out? And you trying to sound sexy on that phone? I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You sound like a damn idiot. Child, I cannot. We can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. I'm like, don't you know you're getting played, you idiot? Don't nobody want you. Child, please. You had to beg a woman to come see you at 4 in the morning because she don't want to be seen with you any other time of the day. That's all it is. But you trying to make it seem like that you got people beating down your door? Who's beating down your door, ZX? Ain't nobody beating down your door. Now he over there trying to sell something. He talking about, this is how grimy this ninja is. This is how grimy. But first I want to say this. I would not be fault if I don't. Suge is not a clout chaser. In Suge's defense, somebody woke Suge up. Okay, they woke him up, and he came over there. He was half asleep trying to explain what happened. His story has never changed. He's always said since I was over there with Clyde Diva that she owed him money. Now it's none of my business. If she wants to, it's none of my business. So I don't care if she wants to, pay this man money for her whatever. That's on them. So who am I to get mad? I don't give a damn. That's her. So I don't understand what the big hoo-ha was for about anything because he got woken up and he went over there. Now, granted, you can't come over there with an attitude because he did come because they woke him up. But I would have cussed out the ones that woke me up because I'd have been like, don't wake me up for no F-ish. Because I'd have been like, it ain't that damn serious for you to be waking me up out of my sleep. But that's what happens because when you come in on somebody's platform and you don't know what they talk about, then that's what happens. But Suge is not clout chasing. He's not waking up out of his sleep to clout chase. He starts early in the morning. So I imagine that's why he was asleep. We up all night. We the only ones that's up all night. So I have to say that. So I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but that's what I do know. So grown folks is over there. Hey, Uncle Claude, how you doing, baby? Yeah, Suge, you said Suge he didn't have the ability to speak. Yeah, he didn't. Mm-hmm. Unc never liked ZX and Suge owed me the jersey. What do you mean, Cindy? Cindy said Uncle never liked ZX and Suge owned me the jersey. Hmm. So I don't know what's going on, but let me tell you this. So anyway, so ZX is over there and he's over there talking about, I'm gonna play y'all the recordings between me and fyebabe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what he had planned all along. See, he always has that with women. So if they don't do what he says, he has to get one up on them. This is the type of person he is. But people seem to love it. I don't know why people seem to love it. And they got him ridiculously feeling himself because what? He's going to draw this whole thing out like he did with Deirdre and everybody else. It's what he does. He's going to drop bits and pieces of recordings and this and that. And it's just ridiculous. I'm like, anyway, she said there was nothing really worth him like dropping or whatever. I'm like, are you okay? So then I was watching a little bit of fyebabe earlier and I didn't see the whole thing, but she was saying how she's not gonna, something about there's gonna be zero contact when she goes up to the courtroom. And I'm thinking, I think they really think that they're gonna be celebrities walking in the court. I really think that they think they're gonna be celebrities. I just cannot. And I hope she don't wear that cat hair, baby, because I'm telling you, the alarm is going to go off. The detector is going to go off when she walks through it with that cat fur on. You can't be bringing animals into court. You can't. It's illegal. You can't be bringing animals in there for what? They don't belong there. Anywho, so I'm just saying, child. I'm like, what is really going on? So he's trying to sell the damn rights to the to the recordings and stuff. I'm like, if this ain't a bum, I don't know who is. If this ain't a damn bum, I don't know who is. Okay. If it's not a bum, I don't know who it is. I'm just like, what is really going on? Yeah, she's still going, child. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's not a whole damn, you know, what do you call it? It's not really circus, but it's not a whole damn it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's not a whole campaign or anything. It don't make any sense. It's like you see what's going on. We see what's happening. I mean, why is he prolonging it and saying, oh, I need to get some cash apps before I can play this recording? Are you kidding me? Like, now that's the one that don't have any self-control. That's the one that's retarded, okay? Because who in the hell was doing that? Nobody's doing that. He was giving away jerseys, so he said he was going to send me a jersey. Oh, okay. Uncle Suge have those nice jerseys. Got you, Cindy. Okay. So Suge was going to send Cindy a jersey because he has nice jerseys. Exactly. No one paid him. I can't. He looked dumb. Dream with Brain. I'm so happy nobody paid him. That's crazy. Let me drop this link because I think Shells has a lot to say because I want to hear what you have to say regarding this whole debacle with the whole situation. Because y'all know this will probably be we'll probably be talking about this for months. Okay. We'll probably be talking about this for months because y'all know how stuff goes on and on, or maybe even years, because this involves a lot of people. But I pretty much said what I had to say about it. Like I pretty much said that, Kiki is a culprit. Kiki, and Kimmy, and in between, everybody was talking about everybody. Kiki, he couldn't wait to speak. He could not wait to tell it, honey. He couldn't wait. And he pretended like he was so sleepy on Jay Wilson's panel, but when he went over on his channel, he was all spaced out going live. Didn't know what the hell he was saying. I'm like, child, please. But he couldn't tell me what I lied about, okay? Couldn't tell me what I lied about. I'm just like, what? Hey, Raw Tank. Hey, Sour Patch. Hey, Shells. How you doing, babe?
Hey, Tracy. I'm doing okay.
Good.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
I feel guilty even speaking on this because
I don't, because it's YouTube. It's YouTube, So I mean, really, I don't. I love them both dearly. I love Nika and let me just say this real quick. I love Nika and I love Bless. I really do. But Lady Nika, they need to get a backbone. Like these men cannot get away with that. Sir King cannot get away with talking down to them like they do. Kiki needs to be dumped because he's ridiculous. But go ahead. I just want to say, and Kimmy's nobody's friend. So until she realizes that, they're gonna keep being in mess and being hurt. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like when people talk about my friendships or lack thereof friendships or situations that people don't know all the information about. But the reason why I said I don't think that Kimmy and Brianna ever met up in real life before, and Brianna kind of got upset when I said this before on Jay Dunn's platform, is because one day Brianna and Kimmy were on Brianna's platform and they were talking about red bone or something like that. And Kimmy was like, I'm not a red bone. Brianna, if you ever saw me in real life. And I was like, see, I didn't think they ever met with each other because, first of all, I don't know anybody that gets together with anybody and you don't take pictures. You are a YouTuber. This other person's on your platform. People know this person. They like this person. But you guys didn't even come live for 2 minutes. You guys didn't even do a snippet to put together later on. The only thing they had was a picture of a shadow of a ground. We don't know who the hell that was. So that was the first indication. And then the second one is when Kimmy told Brianna, you think I'm light-skinned because you haven't seen me in real life. And then Brianna caught it. And this is my opinion. I could be wrong. They may bust out a picture or a video. and I could be wrong. I'm just telling you what I heard. And then
Uh-huh.
Brianna was like, I am saying you light skin because I saw you. The video, I'm quite sure, is still up on Brianna's page. I don't remember the name of the video because I watched it in real time. But I'm like, who says if you saw me in real life? If you know what I'm saying? If you had did it,
Maybe
that
I'm thinking maybe she means like because maybe when she saw her, yeah, it was summertime, so maybe she was darker at the time. That's the only thing I could think. And she slipped up and
no,
was like, "If you knew me in
no.
real life, if you saw
Mm,
me, you don't think so?" Okay.
It was maybe a month or so right after they had just met up.
Uh-huh.
How the hell you mean if you ever met me in real life before? If y'all was just together a couple of weeks ago?
That's
I
weird.
mean, I'm no detective. I'm just saying that shit didn't sound right. It
Yeah,
also didn't
that's
seem
weird.
right that it also didn't seem right that they took a picture and it was just a shadow of a ground. I'm sorry.
I had a problem with that before because that's why I didn't believe she had bought the car. Because I'm like, why are you taking a picture of a shadow? That it just didn't make any sense. That's why I was like, why would you not take a picture in the car? Like we haven't seen her in the car at all. There's no reason for that. We could have
Right.
seen a picture of her with her head in the car. Anything, I mean, scanning the car. We haven't seen nothing. And that's so weird. That's why I'm like, something is up with that. I still say something is up with it. I don't know what is up with it, but something is definitely up with it. And I've always said that. That's why I said I question if it, but when Lady P went out there and she, literally doxed her or whatever, I was like, well, I guess it is. But we still haven't, unless I see somebody in the car, then I just you saying over the line, oh, I'm driving. That doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't.
I think you have somebody in the back, Tracy. I see a
Oh, let me
comment in
see.
the back chat.
I wasn't even looking. Okay, let me see. Who's this? Cindy. Is that you, Cindy? Okay, let me put the banner up. Hold on, Cindy. Let me put the banner up. Hold on. Banner, banner, banner. Where is it? Hold on. Let me get the banner. Oops. Oops. Okay, hold on. Oh no, hold on. I'm trying to bring her up. Can you hear me, Shells?
I can hear you.
Okay. Come back again, babe. I'm sorry. Here it is. Okay, I was in the wrong thing, child. Whew, this is juicy because I was wondering too about that banner. I was like, like that picture or whatever. I was like, who's gonna take a picture of like it wasn't even a picture of the vehicle. I'm like, it
Tracy,
just was weird to
I
me.
mean,
Okay.
honestly, you and SB met up. We saw,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
We didn't see shadows on
Uh-huh.
the
Hi,
ground. We
Cindy.
saw you guys together.
Hi,
That's all
it's
I'm
How you
saying.
doing, babes?
it's me. Hi, Shells. It's
Hey,
me.
I'm gonna
Lots
go
of
on mute while
you.
she talks.
I do too. I do too. She's so sweet. Okay, let me take the banner down. Hold on, babe. Okay,
I don't
there we
want to
go.
say the whole thing. Oh, yeah, because I do, Shells. Sorry, I do understand what you're saying and stuff. And then the reason that I would say that I
Hmm.
do care for Tracy is because this lady stand on her own and nothing. Me and Tracy, we go back and forth. That's one thing. It's kind of like I could say, like, okay, you know what? Tracy is like, one of my family member and stuff like that. The type of person that, she doesn't take anything. But
Hmm.
time, at the same time, you had to let other people make mistakes.
Right.
And
Yeah. So like you think I'm judging too harshly then you think?
a little bit because we already know what was gonna happen. We was like,
Yeah.
Connie
But
was
see,
like,
but
go
how
ahead,
many
sorry.
times do they have to I mean, okay, like for instance, how many times do you have to get burned by one person? Now, really, I mean, that's just my thought. That's why I said I am all for giving people chances. I really am. But people do have to learn. But how many times though? Like, if you like with the Kiki, I mean, he's always in stuff. Finally, Bless said she's done. And I'm like, I'm done. This is like the third or fourth time.
No, okay, hold on. Can I say, okay, Kiki is a guy. He's always gonna be, he's always gonna, like, Kiki is the type, okay, he's from New Orleans. He has this personality that no one has. And
Mm-hmm.
I think Miss what Lady Nika knows how, like, Kiki comes like, people said, oh yeah, you know what, he's short, he's this, he's that, and stuff like that. But the thing is, his personality is higher than he is. So he's gonna say things. That is why, it's either you love him or you hate him. And
Okay.
and then he's not gonna come to people's house. And I hate when people say, oh yeah, you know what, he's saying this about my children or whatnot and everything like that. No, Kiki, he does have a wife. That's what people don't understand. He does have a wife, and then he does have a little girl that is his daughter, a princess. So I
Right.
don't think he would want, to go to jail, to jeopardize all these things over YouTube and stuff like that. There's certain things and stuff we have to think, and like, we talk all these shit, use my French. But at the end of the day, you guys love each other, and I see that you guys do love each other.
Who? I
Seriously.
don't love. No, I don't love who. I don't. No, I don't. I don't love a lot of. No, I don't, babe. I really don't.
I was
I
about to take it off
don't.
of mute and say who loves who.
I know. I don't know. I don't. I don't love Kiki. I don't even like him. I thought that I did before, but I mean, it just, you never hear me saying, "Oh, I love you." No, I don't love him. I don't. The people that I say I love, I love. Now, the love I love with the love of God. Now, if I know you personally, it's totally different. Now, like, there's certain people that I have let get close to me on YouTube that have hurt me in the past, and I learned from that. That's why I keep it at a distance. This is why, Kwani can cuss me out, and I'm not mad at her because I know that I'll probably be in her chat tomorrow because it doesn't affect me that way because she's just the way she is. It is what it is. It's nothing. I'm not invested. I'm not owing her anything. If I see her in a chat, I don't even need to say hi for what? Because there's nothing there. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect, perfect example. Perfect
Mm-hmm.
example. You see how Corny was coming at you, and then you was so kind and so sweet to her
Uh-huh.
and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. You was so, like, you like, okay, Corny, what? It's kind of like you laid the carpet for her, let her walk. You like, okay, you know what? And then that felt it. People that heard that and that saw you, you were a perfect. Even Kwani couldn't say anything about nothing. She was like speechless due to the fact that you were like, okay, you know what, Kwani, what do you want me to do? What do
Mm-hmm.
you want me to do? And stuff. And then you was killing her with kindness and all. And that is what this sector, that's what people don't understand. Although you guys fight, although you guys, blah 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 and stuff, at the end of the day and stuff, you guys do cater to each other's need. I'm not saying that
Mm-hmm.
you love each other and stuff like that, but the thing is, it's like y'all wouldn't want other people to hurt your people and all. And then by what you had done and all, it shows, classic, it shows sophistication and stuff and all. And then it's like, oh,
And that was just, I mean, I always fall short. Like, I just felt like that, I wanted people to get rid of Jay Dunn off the earth when she went over there singing that song. But that's just me. I was just like, that was inappropriate. But some people loved it. But just so I have a different personality. You know how that goes. I do. Because I was like, why is she on there singing in a time of seriousness when we're trying to clear this up with these ladies? And it's not funny to me because I'm like, it's really not funny because these are real friendships that people think that they have on YouTube or that they may have on YouTube. So that really made me
let,
upset
let
when
me
she got
jump
on
right
there.
up in here for a second. I feel
Okay, go ahead.
like some friendships were sacrificed over the sake of views. Now, Me and Nika, yes, we've beefed in the past, and we've had our issues. But when I spoke about her or whatever like that, that was just some
Mhm.
real drama that was going on. It wasn't about views, and I feel like this whole situation, it was done
Mhm.
for just that. I feel like nobody cared whether she was going to get hurt or not.
Exactly.
It was all about views. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Um,
Mhm.
I feel like, although, okay, it's like this. Okay, if me and you get into it or whatever,
Mhm.
we're supposed to be cool all this time, and suddenly I just get mad at you. The first thing out of my mouth shouldn't be about your teeth and about you being a liar. In my opinion, you
Right.
said that because that's how you truly felt. That's how
Yeah.
you truly felt, because you never thought anybody was going to see what you said. That's how you
Mhm.
felt at that moment. And
Right.
just feel like it's unfortunate because I don't think that Nika thinks that she was the sacrificial lamb, but she was. And that's just how I feel about it. They sacrificed her for views and content, and they didn't
No,
But
care how
who
hurt she was.
who is getting the benefit of it though? Because Kiki's not monetized. I guess he just wanted to be famous because he was very happy with that 1K. I mean, he was all comparing himself. Hey, hey. I mean, he was acting like he was in a circus. It was crazy. I was like, is he okay? Like, James, look at me. Look at me. I was like, oh my God. Like, this is not that. It was sad. And they were worried about 1K being in Nika's chat, and she's disturbed.
Yeah, and I feel some type of way. Me and Nika have had our issues, but when I listened to that, my heart went out to her because I've never heard that level of hurt in her voice before, ever, never. As long
Yeah.
as she's been on YouTube, I've seen her cry before, but I've never
Yeah.
heard that deep pain from her. And then I was
Right.
like, wait a minute, she dragged me for saying you're not gonna Lady Nika me, and I didn't even mean it in a disrespectful way. But these other people, they dragging you, and y'all supposed to be this little family, aunts and uncles and cousins and all this stuff. I'm like, but okay, to each his own. People forgive who they want to forgive, and they don't forgive others if they don't feel like it. But it is what it is. I personally, certain people I've had my issues with. Once I move past it, I'm done with
Mhm.
it, and I'm not gonna wait until they're going through something and like laugh or have any good feeling about it, because I didn't feel good listening to any of that, because I still feel like Nika still didn't get the full story. And I think if
No,
the full story
and we
ever
didn't
comes
either.
out, she's really going to be hurt.
Yeah,
but
we didn't either. We didn't get the full story, but we got the gist of it. Now, what I didn't hear was when Jay Wilson said that they had said that they had gave Brianna money for her bills. Now, what I heard, like you said, what I heard was when they said that she needed, she needed to go live for YouTube, and because she needed that income from YouTube. That's what I hear. Now,
Right.
my thing
That's
is
what I
Kimmy
heard
went
too.
with her. Kimmy went with her to the Kimmy went with her to whatever, to buy the car allegedly, so she would know all of her.
I
She
want to
knows
see
all of
some.
her tea.
I want to see some receipts on that. I don't
Well,
believe.
in my opinion, she knows all of her tea. She knows what she's making an hour. She knows everything. So Kimmy knows if she needs money or not. So Brianna is more apt to tell her, yeah, I've got to I've got to go live for this YouTube money or whatever. So that I don't, and she didn't deny it. So it must be true. It's
I
like, and it's
believe.
okay.
I
Hmm.
believe that
but
Brianna completely trusted Kimmy. Now
Yeah.
that I agree with.
but
Did
Uh-huh.
she
ladies,
give all her information to Kimmy? Probably. Did
but
they
I
Yeah.
actually get together? No.
but I have a question, ladies. Do
Uh-huh.
you think do you think Brianna is a smart person? She would she would trust Kimmy, with her she's in the finance, department. Do you think she would tell her all her business like that?
Maybe.
Like
She didn't
to
have to.
fabricate.
She didn't have to. She was right there showing all her paperwork. She went with her to buy the car. She knows all of her business.
No, 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 no,
That's
no, no. That's another thing. That's another thing. If
mhm.
she wants to buy her, or a car or whatnot and stuff. That is on Kimmy. Brianna
That's true.
doesn't Brianna doesn't have to. If you're my friend, you want to support me and stuff like that, yeah, by any means necessary, that's fine. But the thing is,
Hmm.
like, you don't know my income. Does she know Brianna's income? Does she know what Brianna bring and stuff? It's kind of like, it's weird now that they're not friends, and then now you bringing up things that you used to do for her. It just, to me, it's weird. It's just
Well,
weird.
let me say this, Cindy. It was brought about though that this was a conversation and the text message that she had with Miss O. Okay, Jay Wilson thought that the Miss O was saying that about Brianna's income, about how Brianna needed YouTube, but no, that was Kimmy that said that. Kimmy was close with Brianna, so she knows her income. She knows what she was making. It's not a hard thing and she knows how much Brianna's car payments are. I'm pretty sure. So why is it? I mean, I don't understand why people are having. Nobody's saying she's broke. Now, Manny said respectfully, if Brianna was broke, no one's saying she's broke. She had to have had money to get a car. That's no big deal. But now that she has a car, she has to maintain that. You have to maintain yourself. Okay. For a single person, it's not very easy. So, yes, she's going to need that extra income. I mean, it's not hard to believe. No one's saying anybody's flat broke, but yes, she needed that income. Now, my problem is because she was on here gloating, saying she didn't really need it. She don't care because she has a job and she makes this and that. That's why people need to stop bragging, because see, that's why people's jobs get called and everything else. It is what it is.
But
But
the thing,
Mhm.
but
how
the
I
thing
took that
is,
situation
mhm.
with Kimmy saying that Brianna needed the job or whatever like that, I took it this way. I think that Brianna, although she's a lot younger than me and a lot younger
Mhm.
than a lot of the people here on YouTube, I think
Mhm.
she is mature as far as like financially mature in a lot of her decisions in life. And I think that
Mhm.
she looks at YouTube as a business. And how I took that is Kimmy might have felt like Brianna should put her foot down when it comes to her moderators or her chat and stuff like that. And maybe Brianna's like, Kimmy, listen, this is how I earn my money. I'm gonna let them do what they need to do because this is business. I'm trying to get my coin. I'm not trying to run nobody away. That's how I took it. I didn't really take it like Brianna was in a financial need because no shade, according to the receipts we've seen of Kimmy, how the hell the blind can't lead the blind. So I don't feel like Kimmy was in a position to help anybody. I don't think that Brianna's in a financial crisis. I think
Right.
that Brianna is smart enough to view YouTube as a business. I think that I just think she views it as a business, and I think that that's what I think Kimmy probably felt sometimes like you're choosing YouTube over our
Mhm.
friendship. But for Brianna, it was more about this is my bag, this is my livelihood, which is the correct thing. And what I was saying before is you should never bring this is a mistake I made. Never bring your friends to work. If YouTube is a business, this is my job. So I don't ever need to bring my friends to my workplace because then
True.
they're going to get in their feelings or they're going to expect for me to treat them a certain type of way different from what's going on here. And that's why now, Tracy, I can be in anybody's chat. I don't care who they're dragging. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm not going to probably take anything away from it because for
Mhm.
me now, this is a business. I've separated everything. There's no emotions in it,
Exactly.
no
Yes.
feelings in it because I already did that. I've already been through the
And you've been through it so many
disappointment.
times,
I've
Shells.
been through it.
So many
And let me
times.
tell you,
Mhm.
I will be the first one to admit right here in front of everybody. People think I don't have feelings. I have been hurt to my fucking core from
Yeah.
people on YouTube. And people think that you can't catch feelings or care about
Mhm.
people that you've maybe never seen in real life or you never hung out, but you can. You talk to these people day in and day out, day in and day out. You're doing videos, you're collaborating, you're doing all of this shit together, and then you get disappointed. And that shit
Yeah.
hurts. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, I don't care about people. Oh, I saw you here. I'm gonna go wherever my Wi-Fi allows me to be. You have to keep it
Exactly.
natural. You can't. And I'm gonna tell you, with Nika, Kimmy, and Brianna and all of them, it's gone too
Mm-hmm.
far. And it's no going back, in my opinion. It's no going back from that situation because I think that feelings are too far invested. And I think they would rather go on in maybe a situation where there's not complete trust than to let
Uh-huh.
it completely go. That's just how I see it. And I could be wrong.
I think they should just talk about it. They should do to the okay. They should okay. You know the person that I love, his mindset is Jay Wilson. He said there's no friends on YouTube. He said we're just co-workers. And I do understand that. And I do because the thing is it's like okay, you don't know these people. Once you see them, even when you see them, it's like, you have to be iffy about them due
Mm-hmm.
to the fact that, it's social media.
Mm-hmm.
Things could happen, and then, if things go left, guess what they're gonna do? Just like, what's the guy's name? ZX. He goes like, I'm gonna, release some Zoom. Yeah, but the thing is, it's strange, and yeah, it's co-workers, and for Kimmy to do that, because the thing is, I could tell that Brianna, when she likes you, she likes you. That's one thing. Kimmy, she let Kimmy have a voice on her platform, her panel or whatnot and stuff like that. She did. But the thing is, guess what? People are people. They're gonna do things, and then it's like it's sad for you to, your own friends that's like, oh yeah, no, this is this is that. Like what? It's just weird. And I say this, like, just be careful of the people that, certain things that you share and stuff. I had learned, you know and also it just you want to love the person, you want to have a friendship with that person and stuff, but the thing is, at the end of it, when they have their so-called mad day, guess what? Mad day turn on you, and then you become, the sad day. And so that's all. But Brianna's a she's a sweetheart.
Oh my God, Teresa done kicked herself off.
Oh, Tracy.
I was like, what happened? I thought I got slid off of here.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm not even looking like, okay, Tracy. Yeah, but it's like, this whole weekend had me evaluate my own self, and about, things that I do, and and then, people that I allow in my life as well, and because, they could just turn against you, and then you're like, what? It's
I can only
Oh,
speak for myself. I believe in
uh-huh.
I believe in self-love first, and I'm not
Uh-huh.
accepting. A lot of people say I'm hard to get along with. I expect too much. Blah 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 blah. I don't give a damn. I don't accept abuse under any circumstances, and
Right.
I'm not staying friends with anybody that's mistreating me, disrespecting me. You ain't got but one too many times to call me a fucking bitch, or yelling and
Exactly.
screaming how you gonna air me out, and we're gonna forgive and forget, move forward, and then go back over it again. No, 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 no. We're not doing that over and over again. And especially when it's for no reason. If I've been good to you and you're doing
Mm-hmm.
it, it's different if you did something to me and I'm reacting to what you did, or we
Uh-huh.
both equally did something. But
Uh-huh.
when I've been good to, like, the way how I'm looking at it is Nika has been good to this person, and then every time you get mad, you just fly off the handle and cuss her out and say all this crazy stuff. No, I'm not
It's
tolerating
not
that shit.
acceptable. This is why I'm kind of like not really mad at the at y'all moderators, Manny, over there, but I'm just like, why don't y'all, like, you have to, nobody can control Kiki. I understand that. But like, he has to be held accountable. He attacked Bless Watkins. I don't know anybody that has not said anything. He's attacked Bless Watkins just crazy out of nowhere for no damn reason. None. And I'm like, it's not acceptable. It's
Well,
not.
let me tell you, Tracy.
It's
Here's
abusive.
another thing about it, and I don't even know this Miss Old Lady or whatever. Don't know her from a can of paint. But what I
Mm-hmm.
will say, and this is one of the biggest issues on YouTube, you cannot have it both ways. On one
Mm-hmm.
end, they're saying that this lady's a liar, she's a troublemaker, you can't believe anything that she's saying. But then on the
Mm-hmm.
other end, everyone is saying that Bless said all of these things to her. So if her credibility is shot down as shit, then why suddenly does her word matter now? Make it make sense. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't work both ways. Either she's a liar and she makes up stories and she just starts shit, or either she's a stand-up person and she's telling the truth. Bless was being messy and Bless did all of this stuff. It can't be both situations. It's either one or the other. And see,
I
people
think that everybody
feel
said
they
something.
want the narrative.
I think honestly, Bless said, okay, I don't think, okay, we're all a little messy or whatever, but I think that to mean it all, to be taken in that context, we all say a little something. Okay. What I'm saying is like,
Right.
but to blatantly just be dogging somebody out is horrible. Now, I think Kimmy blew it all out of context and Kiki blew it all out in context. They had all, there's no way that you can blame Kimmy and not blame Kiki. They work hand in hand. There's no way.
Right.
There's just no way. They're behind the scenes doing fuck shit, and it is what it is. We see it. I mean, I don't understand. It has to be called out because what's going to happen is he's going to continuously keep badgering Lady Nika and demeaning Lady Nika. And no, that's not acceptable. That's abuse. But that's what I mean when I say verbal abuse.
Yeah.
That's what it is verbal abuse. How many more times does she have to accept her? How many B's and H's is she going to be? I'm
Yeah.
not going to be anymore. I'm sorry. I never dealt with it when I was dating somebody. I'm not going to deal with the verbal abuse. And then with Sir King and constantly belittling them and everything else. You know, my thought is this: Lady Nika stood up for herself to Jay Wilson, saying that she didn't want him calling her, you know, like saying that she talks like a slave.
Right.
So, you know, she's told Kiki, I don't know how many times, she said that's it. She's done with Kiki and this and that. But Kiki keeps involving himself. He keeps hopping on the panels. He keeps invading her space. Just let her breathe. She has said already, in my understanding, and I may be wrong, but she said, leave her alone. She said she was done. Am I wrong? She said that.
But here's the difference, and this is just me personally, and I know many people have seen me do this before. Right now, if you say, and I'm just going to use for example, if you say Cheryl is about to come up, Shells, do you mind? Guess what I'm gonna do? Hit exit. That's just how I get down. I don't listen in real life. My children, my husband, my family, and my friends do not disrespect me. I'm not dealing with nobody on the freaking internet calling me out of my name, especially somebody that I've been defending and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to tolerate that, period.
It's not acceptable. You know, it's not.
Can I cut you a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. I do understand. Lady Nika, she loves everybody in the sector, especially, you know, the men in the sector and stuff like that. But the thing is, she let them abuse her, especially when you know, over there, what they call the other nation, the Avatar nation, right?
Oh
They
yeah.
said things to her, and then she kept on going back. You're like, no, 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 don't go back. Don't. Of course, yes, I do understand if Miss Bless says something about her. I'm not talking about, you know, like, you know, her illness and stuff. Don't go there. But the
Yeah.
thing is, if I was a friend, I would say, you know, I would be upset too. Why are you going over there? Why? But the thing is, It's like Miss Bless had no choice because that's her friend. So she had to report on, like him talking about her and stuff. It's not, if you have a good friend, when you have to stand by that friend, I do understand that. At the end of it and stuff, you'd be like, okay, I don't like what they're doing. I wish, they do this thing, the way that I want them to do it. And you're gonna get frustrated in that aspect. I do understand it. But the thing is, it's like they kept on going there. They kept on doing, like you're like, you guys are like, don't do
It
it.
made me dizzy and I was really upset, but I have to take myself out of the situation because I know what I would deal with and what I wouldn't deal with. And so people can say, oh, Tracy, you give a lot of chances. No, not really, because I do give maybe one or two chances of making up and that's it. But I'm not going to go back and forth. If somebody like Sir King is a horrible person. I mean, the way he talks to Bless and Lady Nika is just, I mean, Jay Wilson doesn't even do a quarter of anything of what they do. I mean, really. And people see that. And how you allow people to treat you is what will happen. And
Right.
so what I think is that Sir King sees all this stuff. That's why he don't like Kiki, because he sees Kiki gets away with a lot of stuff. So he figures, well, I'm going to talk to them any kind of way and I can get away with it too because he does. And that's where it's going. And that's why I'm like, no. And see, then I teach him, no, you're not going to treat me that way, Sir King, because I'm going to dox your ass, your whole family, your dog, your cats, and everything else. So you're not going to do that to me. So then he backs up. See, but if not, they would keep going on and on and on. It's like you have to, and that's the thing, because I'm not going to fight with a physically fist fight with a man. So I'm going to get you where it hurts. And that's what they don't like.
It's
Oh,
because
well.
it's because they have boys in their life and stuff, so they protect. And then the thing about me, I said, stop protecting. I understand. Yeah, stop protecting the men that you don't know. Stop protecting them. They're not protecting you. At the end of it and stuff, they said, okay, you know what? It's not my fight. It's not my fight. I'm not into it and stuff. You're not protected here. So therefore, you're not supposed to protect them. Let them do their stuff. Just like Kwani always said, it's not, I'm not in it. I will watch and I will talk about it, but that's not my fight. And then they always have to protect, like Kiki. Kiki's, that's not your child. That is not your child, your son, your whatever and stuff like that. You don't know Kiki from a can of paint.
Let
And
me
Well,
tell
some
you.
people, some people want to mother. They want to mother people. Like I guarantee you, Kiki was calling Lex and everybody else. I mean, he was baby. He was ready. He was ready. Like he was fighting an army. You would think we were going to war. Okay. I was like, why is all these people up there? Like, what is going on? He was ready. He was ready to just set things off. And I'm like, is he okay? So I'm looking at him do all this stuff, and I'm like. And then all of a sudden he gets Ask April up there and she's like, I don't even know why I'm up there. And I'm like, why? I don't know either because I didn't go to see her. I was like, I don't know why she's up there. It was weird to me. It just freaked me out. I was like, if you're trying to get to the bottom of everything, it doesn't help by you having all these extra people up there for whatever reason. It's not a big old party.
If I could be honest,
Uh-huh.
it's a couple of things I saw today on Nika's platform. I didn't get to watch it in its entirety or whatever, but I felt like at some point it would have been nice just to have the people involved up there. I know other people want to give
Exactly.
their input,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes you just don't need every opinion.
Right.
Another thing is I've noticed since the beginning of YouTube, since I've been on it, these
Uh-huh.
men are always up in these women's business. I feel like a lot of issues could get solved if these men would stay out of the middle of it. From my first situation on YouTube, it
Mm-hmm.
another content creator woman, men got in the mix of that, and they need to just mind their business when it doesn't involve them. They don't need to referee it. They don't need to add anything to it. They don't need to jump in the middle of it. Stay out of it.
Right.
I think a lot of things can be solved if these men would just stay out of it. That's just how I feel about it.
I think so too. But then again, I'm thinking, okay, well, we're all in the sector together. Um, we're all in the sector together. It's not that. It's just a matter of respect. Because see, if there was a respect issue, then Kiki would have never flew off the handle. This would have never went about this way if there was a respect issue. The fact that is that he was pissed off, and then somebody probably had just told him some tea, and he was anxious to tell it for whatever reason, and hopping on his live and running over here and running over there and doing cartwheels and doing the most. And well, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say that, and it's not cute. And then he gets on there today talking about how he doesn't lie. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mm.
You sit up there and lied. You sit up there and blatantly. Do you think that? Does he think that we have new people watching all the time? He said up there about he don't lie. I'm like, you are the biggest liar. You sit up here and lied continuously these whole damn 10 days or however long this crap has been going on. You've lied. You have to be held accountable.
Yeah, but at the same time, he lied because he is holding the lie because of he doesn't want to. It's kind of like, okay, you know what? If me and you, we behind the scene, right? And then so a lie on top of lies to protect you. And I kind of feel why he's doing it and stuff. So it's like, he knows. We all know he's lying. And
Well, but Cindy, he brought it up. He brought it up. He brought it up. That's what caused this whole thing. He brought it up when throwing stuff out there at Bless Walk and saying, hey, this happened. And you've been talking about everybody blessed and da da da. Just because he got mad at Bless, because he's been in his mind, he's been thinking, well, she's been throwing shots at him or whatever because of and how he's helped her and all this other stuff. And, just compiling stuff on top of stuff. That's what he's been doing.
I
and so
almost felt like he thought he should be rewarded.
Exactly. I'm like, nobody told you when he came on site fighting. He inserted himself into everyone's lives because he came on here saying he was going to take up for the women. He kept siding with people. He involved himself. Nobody sought him out because people were saying that earlier. I was like, no one sought him out. He came on here trying to fight everybody for everybody. Somebody he was here to fight all the men, which wasn't true because he was spending more time crying and freaking out and having breakdowns till he wasn't helping anybody.
I'm gonna be honest. It was uncomfortable for me to watch him or even listen to him on Nika's platform because to me, he was almost acting like he had did something great and like he
that's what I was saying.
Like, look what I did. I showed you that they're not for you, and that's why I went off on you because
exactly. I
was like, oh my god, like
that's what I was like. Is everybody missing the big picture? I said, is everybody? I know the moderators and everybody is not missing the big picture because I don't give a damn. You don't call. I would rather for me, and y'all know my moderators. Y'all will tell me in a minute, Tracy. I don't think that's right. Y'all will hit me up behind the scenes, Tracy. I don't think nobody's gonna let you just constantly keep being a fool out here. I mean, no.
I almost called Nika phone, but I said she probably got me fucking blocked.
I know. I have her number too, but I thought let me not call because I don't call behind the scenes really. But I was like,
but it was just so uncomfortable. I was like, why is it like he's being celebrated? Like, look how I exposed them. But the thing is, Nika already knew. Well, she didn't know about Kimmy, but she already knew the situation with Bless. But he brought it back up. And Nika said, this is all information Nika put out there, that she didn't want anything coming to the public. Because once you bring it to the public, you can't control it. Everyone's going to, just like how we're doing right now. We're adding our own spin. We might be mixing some shit up, fucking some shit up, but we just
because they're not. You know why? Because they're leaving room for speculation. Because like when Lady Nika came up on there, Lady Nika said, Kiki, we wasn't supposed to talk about this, but Kiki was on my panel talking about it. But then when Lady Nika got up here, Kiki dropped down, and he pretended he was going to come back up, but he didn't come back up. And see, that's the game I don't play because I'm like, don't be playing in my face, don't at all. And so that to me is serious. When you're starting shit, you need to stand in your shit. But he can never stand in his shit, so he doesn't even need to come up here talking about he's telling the truth and I'm not this and I'm not. No, you're fucked up. That's what you are. But you got me fucked up because I don't. Go ahead, babe.
Sorry, Tracy. Kiki remind me of? Kiki remind me of my little brother. Miss Nika remind me of my mom, and then me and my brother, we do not get along. Definitely. They baby him. He is the king. He is the prince. That's the whole. That is Kiki for you. Kiki could never do nothing wrong. Even though you know he is wrong. No, 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 we're gonna, give him a little slap on the back of the hand. No, he is wrong. The dude is stupid. He's fucking wrong. No. No, but he's gonna learn. Give him some time. No, but that is what Kiki remind me of, my little brother and all, and then having my mom doing the same thing that Miss Nika's doing to him. It's like he's not a baby. He is married with children.
The difference is she's not his mother.
Hell
I,
yeah.
I
And
just, I did.
I'm sure Nika don't tolerate that from her own children. I will hope that she don't, because I know my kids ain't gonna talk to me sideways. So if my kids don't talk to me any kind of way, I'm not gonna tolerate somebody else's child
I
talking to
don't know.
me
Some
any
people
kind of
might.
way. That's
Some
just
people
me
might.
though. That's
Because
just
I
me.
know that some people that have these sons, really, that's what I say about
Mm-mm.
not to say I'm calling Nika this, but there's women that will mammy the children. They will mammy kids, okay? And it's like, and a lot of times you have the kids that grow up like Kimmy, for instance. I don't know if she, but she had, like they will grow up and they will think that they can do whatever, and then the law will tell them otherwise. So you have to, you're gonna have to give an account to somebody. But you have these women that have these sons too, and they want to mammy them for the rest of their days. And I'm like, why? I don't understand it, because you're not raising a productive person of society. You're not doing that.
Right. And
I don't know.
no woman is gonna want them later on in life because they don't know how
No.
to be a man. Like I don't want no boy, man, boy, or whatever you want to call them or whatever. And for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't want, or I'm not gonna be dependent on nobody on YouTube to do anything for my children.
Right.
But that whole situation was uncomfortable to listen to because I'm like, what? You huh?
It was abuse. I'm telling you,
Okay,
it's all
it was a bit
abuse.
much.
People don't see it. And you know what Nikki said? Nikki Pope said she did not see how she was being until Jackie showed her how she was being. Yeah, and
Uh
I was like, wow. She said she
mm-mm.
didn't know. She said now that she's on the now she did I'm not forgiving her for everything, but she, as far as some of the stuff that she was dealing with ZX, she was like she didn't know until she was shown. And I've got to give her credit. I was like, wow. And I was like, that, I mean, because you don't remember how I told you when I was in that church, you don't realize what you're in until you like get out of it and you see
Right.
otherwise. Like, if you're watching a show, you'd be like, wait a minute, that's how it was over there. I never really knew it was like that, because you're just not, nobody's just out there looking for everything to think that everybody's going to be, you're going to be in a cult, or you're going to be in a scam, or you're going to be in an abusive situation, or verbally emotional abusive relationship, or whatever, or even a friendship. So nobody's going to be in that. But
No,
being that you see that and it's like, you're like, wait a minute, that's how it is. Yes, that's how it is. And some people don't know how to get out of it. They can't speak up for themselves. They rather just chuck it inside. Why would you do that? You're going to drive yourself crazy if you hold things in. And that's what's happening. Lady Nika, I think, is the type that holds things in. She can't just come out and say how she's feeling. I don't know why, but she'll hold it in until it builds up. And that's what built up, because she was trying to hold it in. Kiki kept throwing it up and throwing it up because he wanted her to confront Bless. Every time he was trying to get her to come at Bless. That's what it was, because he wanted her to confront her about it. I don't know why. I guess to make Bless pay. But then he's sitting up there, like you said, like he's a damn champion, like he didn't save the damn world. Hey, yeah, all happy. Yeah, I want to say congratulations on your 1K. You beat me. That I'm like, what? This is not that. It was almost as if he wasn't in touch with his feelings. That's why I was like, is he on some medication or something? Because it didn't make any sense. Did you
Oh
notice, Shanice? It was like no,
yeah,
it was no,
it was
very dry and weird.
very weird. And I don't know the girl Nikki like that. I saw her one day on at Jay Dunn's, but she was in the chat. And then today is the first time I ever heard her voice, because all this stuff is going on and I'm hearing all these different names and I still don't even know the whole story. But I I, I found her channel and I
Mm-hmm.
watched the video. Well, first I went to what's his name? Vic Damone's channel, right? It's my first time at his channel too. And then
Yes,
I
I like
saw
it.
him doing a reaction. And
Uh-huh.
then I was like, well, wait a minute. Maybe she has a channel. So I found her channel, which
Oh,
thank God,
good.
because I don't need to watch something 2
Yeah.
hours extra because you paused in somebody else's content. But anyway, when I went to her channel and I
Mm-hmm.
listened to her video, I felt, this is just me and I don't know her, but I
Mhm.
felt like she's still tolerating a whole lot of abuse because the way
Yeah.
he came and he hit that link and he was giving her
Mhm.
that smooth motherfucking Mac Daddy, this and that,
Yep.
her
You
whole
could tell.
tone changed. And I'm like, no wonder
Yeah.
why people saying y'all have something sexual going on, because no shade, but girl, that shit sound rather intimate. That shit didn't
Well,
sound like two
but
friends
he does that.
talking.
He does that. Do you see how he was talking to that girl over there? The one that was used to be called Anonymous. What is her name of the link? He was all, yeah, let me turn the music down. Okay, tell me what is it? What is it? What it? I'm like,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not going for it because all I see is them gums. That's
Can
all I see, baby, is them gums. I'm like, baby, don't try and talk to me like that. I'll be like, can you turn that music off? Because we're not even on that level, and you're not even trying to seduce me because it ain't even going. Okay. See,
can
he
I
don't lose no time. Now it's five. Okay, it was from fyebabe, right? Now he's on the prowl to talking softly to get somebody else wheeled in. See how he works? It's like he constantly keeps doing it, and it's because he wants to try and prove he's something he's not. But go
can I
ahead.
say, can I say something?
Uh huh.
Okay. Um, I was in the beef sector and then in the nature boy sector. And
Mhm.
I knew back in the days, and I'm gonna say this, Stump Down had say something last night about the black sector and stuff like that. I followed them, through the whole thing, Costa Rica, all these things when they was in the plane, stinking up and stuff. I was there.
Mhm.
And um my thing was, you guys think Vic is credible? He's not. Um Vic got this lady evicted, and then he was talking bad about this lady's um son that is autistic, and the her son is, I think by now, but he's 21 years old and stuff like that. Latonia, and this guy stalked the lady. There was a bunch of things that was going on over there. And then I think I made a video about that, and I said, I'm hoping the beef sector doesn't come to that point and stuff. Because yesterday, Stump Down had said that he goes like, y'all guys don't know these people like I know these people. And I said the same thing too. And I said, these people are vicious. Y'all guys
I
Yeah,
don't
think
think
he's
they're
the main one.
they're no
He's the
worse
main
than the
one.
beef sector. Sorry.
I was gonna say he's
that,
the main one following me around my apartment complex. So I guess we don't know people. You know what I'm saying? He's the main one that's out here videotaping and every damn thing else. So I guess so he's one to talk, but we won't get into that. But go right ahead.
I mean, a lot of people talk about the black sector, this and that, and blah blah blah. But I feel like, and even when they say people over there are homophobic, people over here in this sector say homophobic stuff.
Oh, we
I
know
think
that. Yeah, they
no
do.
one's in any position. This is just my opinion, to talk
Mhm.
bad about another sector, because every
Thank you.
sector has their own flaws. And I don't know Vic. I don't know these people. I personally would never do well, first of all, I don't even do content really about the beef sector, but I definitely wouldn't do content about them because I don't know all the characters and I don't have time
Mhm.
to do the history of the
Mhm.
backstory. Like if you come over to the beef sector, you really can't speak on something if you don't know the history. It's people that have been here for like 5-6 years. How are you gonna take a side or speak on something that you know nothing about?
But you still have a right to. Like I'll speak on something, like I spoke on misunderstood because
Right.
I've seen the history. I'll speak on some of that and with Nikki and all that. I'll speak on it. But some people like, but to say one is better than the other, no, they're not. They're
Yeah,
not. I
no.
mean, and it's just and everybody's not over there trying to clout chase. Suge is not clout chasing. He's not like that. Suge gets on there, he does his edits, he has his content, he does that. But he's not clout chasing. Somebody woke him up. That's what happened. And I would have been pissed, although, he doesn't understand when you come on people's panel, I guess, that you can't really be like that. But they wouldn't let him talk. Like Kwani wouldn't let him talk. He couldn't talk.
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion.
was. I mean, I didn't really care about what the whole situation was, but I was like, if you're gonna let him up, at least let him talk. And he didn't get to talk. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
then I watched. I found this link. I don't know if you listened to this video. It was a video that ZX had deleted, and then Vic had uploaded it, but he uploaded it to like a different like.
Okay, so I know which one you're talking about, but say the 4 letters. We're not going to say the whole word out because they'll flag the video. Yeah, but where he said that woman had the 4 letters,
Hold on, I'm trying to think what was he talking about.
that woman
No, no, no,
Jackie.
no, 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 no.
Mm.
He said that one on the girls' page. This is the one when he was telling the lady to come over and take the taxi.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah, and the one thing I will say, and this is nothing against them because I know some people in this sector they do it too, but yo, they be playing so much music and doing so many intros and shit before they be talk. They do a lot of stopping and talking.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
just
don't have
give me the
patience. I
information.
don't have patience.
Yeah, that's
I
why
get
I'm like,
frustrated.
tell me what I need to know so I can go. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah, I don't have patience. Sometimes people like that though, the intros and all that. I
No.
get what I need and I leave because I just have to get right into it. I think we're more news work, like get the news into there and everything and get out. But
Yeah, I'm
like
just saying that because the video, half the video was music and some other shit. I mean, it might have been like a 11-minute video, and I think 6 minutes was fucking intros. I'm like, so I had to keep skipping it forward. And then when he called that lady on the phone, I don't
mhm.
know who that lady was. I don't know if she knew he was calling for it to be recorded, but she sounded like she was, I don't know, like she had something in her, and she said, "Yeah, I want to kind of." I'm like, "What the hell? What in the
Really?
fucking
Was she? Maybe it was. Was she trans? Maybe she was
do
trans
you
and she was sneaking
do
away.
you do you want me to go get the receipt for you? But are you sure
Yes,
they gonna flag
please.
you?
Uh,
Are they gonna flag you?
yeah, he will.
Because it's under a like another server, but you can still like download it. And the lady, I'm sorry, but she nothing against the lady, ma'am. Disclaimer: if you're hearing this, I'm
So
not
she
coming
was
for
just
you,
waiting.
ma'am.
What was she waiting for? He don't have one down there. So I don't
That was his
understand.
booty call. That was his booty call. I heard.
And
Oh, so Cindy.
she said, I was gonna come over tomorrow. And he's like, but I want you to come over here now. I'm like that, and I was just like,
See,
I just said to
do you see how his egotisticalness comes in? Because he figures he got booed by fyebabe, so he has to prove to everybody else because he got dumped by fyebabe that he has other women and oh yeah, I want you to come over. Yeah, it's just over exaggerated. That's why I say there's a problem there. Because whenever you have to be overly, aroused or whatever, and he's not all he was sitting there doing was drinking. I don't know what he was drinking. He was drinking dark liquor. So I'm like, by then he was probably good and drunk. So he don't want the front. So I'm sure he was ready for the back. So he probably thought, let me get good and toasty. That way I don't know what she got. Okay.
well, I don't mean no harm, but if I was her, I would be mad because first of all, don't put me on blast. Pillow talking and whispering and sexting through the phone because
Mhm.
you could tell she had been probably sleeping or whatever, but she was still trying to serve I'm sexy. And it was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? Teresa, you gotta go listen. I mean, even if you don't play it on here, when this shit is
I'll
over,
listen later. I'll
you
listen
have
later.
got
Oh
to
my
listen
God.
to it.
And he just did that on purpose, but he looks like a whole fool out here. So that's why he's out there trying to sound sexy with music playing over there. Nobody's thinking he's sexy at all. All I see is an old man that needs to blend up his turkey for the holidays. That's all I see. So I don't understand what the purpose
Child, well,
is.
whatever he doing is working with somebody because the way that I seen him talk
Exactly.
to that girl Nikki, she might have
Mhm.
thought that she was getting him together, but no, ma'am.
Did you see that, Cindy?
Yeah,
Did
I
you see?
did.
I
Yeah.
was like she just folded like I mean she was so it was like oh yeah
She was smitten. Okay, she was
yes
smitten. I don't give a damn what nobody. I said it.
I
Goddamn it! If
don't
you
either
want to come
I
for me,
know
goddamn it, come for me. I
well
said you was fucking smitten.
Nikki I think Nikki's she's sweet I just unblocked a few people I think I seen her in there because I unblocked her too I think she's I think she's a nice. I think she's very naive. Like she had been married, she said for years or whatever. I think she's very naive because she doesn't see a lot of things. I don't know why. Maybe because she was married for all those years or whatever. I don't know. But he plays on that. He knows exactly how to twist her buttons. He
Mhm.
uses her words on her. He gets new verbiage from other people. He picks it up. He goes along. He uses this against this person, and that's all he does. And to be honest, he doesn't do any. He doesn't want to do any work for himself. Like ZX doesn't know how to do anything with the computers, but he deals with the people that he knows. Like he's over there trying to wage a war on the black sector and the beef sector when ZX ain't nobody standing behind you. Nobody is over there fighting behind him. So why were you yelling out all these names, Beasley, Chucky, and all these people when they don't support him? It's crazy. I'm like, you look like a complete fool. But he wants people to think that he has all these people behind him. No, you don't. Just because you claim to be a black sector, they are not standing behind you. You out here looking like a damn fool with some trolls standing behind you.
And honestly, I feel like the other lady's status, her status got put on blast because this is just my opinion. I'm not blaming Nikki, but I feel like because Nikki was so passive, that made the girl come out the bag. That's like we're here on this platform together, and some troll comes up here and they start coming at you any kind of way. I'm gonna hop on their ass because how dare you? And because Nikki, in my opinion, was almost like he like a little high school girl.
Yeah.
She was like she was giggling and I was
That's how I'm telling you. That's how most of the girls are. The China whites and everything. They're just like real giggly. And I'm like, are y'all okay? It's weird.
Sorry, it was my first time, and I'm like, no, girl, you giving me I'm in high school, and this is my crush.
When he had called, he said, "It's me."
I'm here.
Girl, no. What the hell?
Is this?
It's a lot. It's just crazy. It's funny in a way. I mean, it really isn't, but it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't understand. Like, at what point do you be like, okay, just stop?
Girl, that was just too much. She was so I could just see her smiling all through the stream yard. I was like, girl, get yourself together, girl. You in birth? Girl, get some self-esteem. What is going on?
Okay. You called me a bunch of things. Do you want me to play it? I'll play it. I never called you.
Oh, and then Nikki won't come up here and cuss me out. Come here.
No, Nikki, she's not that sensitive. I don't think, because she knows, like, I'm talking of her, but I'm not like, because she knows she's pretty.
She wants the link.
Oh, she's here. Nikki's here.
You can cuss me out, Nikki, but I don't give a damn. Nikki, you sound smitten on that goddamn phone.
See her, and I blocked her.
I'm not going to backpedal and pussy pop. You sound smitten. I listened to your video, okay?
Where is Nikki? I don't see her in the chat. I don't see her.
Yeah, I'm from the
She said, link,
nothing.
But Nikki, you did sound really. Oh, there it is. There she goes.
I'm not doubling down. You were smitten.
Nikki, I've already told her that I think that that she's really like that. She is really smitten. She was smiling. She doesn't think that she does, but she does. Hold on, let me put this in.
She's like, do you want me? You call me a bunch of do you want me to bring the? I'm like, okay, those are two lovers fighting.
See, and then she doesn't understand why we say that, because she said it's nothing like everybody thinks. I'm like, but Nikki, it looks that way.
He goes like, no,
I'm sorry, but it was what the fuck it was, and that's how the shit sound. I'm sorry. If somebody would have told me they was dating, I would believe it, because that's how the shit sound.
Because ZX knows how to calm her down, probably. So he's probably wooing her like that with that voice. You know how she said, "Now don't come up here talking deep with your deep voice." Remember? Because that's what she knows. That's what he does to try and do that. But to me, he sounds like a little kid. It's not like a deep voice. He just sounds like a little kid trying to be an adult to me,
No, but Nikki had a little girl voice too. Like, okay, no, it was no. Do you want me to bring the voicemail?
It was too much for me, honestly. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I was happy when Jackie intervened. I was really happy when Jackie intervened.
I'm like, how old are these people again?
Maybe because we got
Hey,
so many gay
Nikki.
men in this sector, we don't talk to them like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a
I
bunch of gay
guess
men over
not.
here. I don't know.
Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. I went through my list and I was like, let me unblock Nikki. But Nikki, we were talking. You were so good with that interview when you came on there. But I have to say, when ZX came on there, we could all see the difference in you, Nikki. It was just like you were just like,
Right.
okay, like I've missed you or something. And you had
Yeah,
been,
there
he
you
had been
go.
calling you. He had been calling you though, and you said you had not been answering. You had been standing your
Right.
ground.
Right.
I'm happy that you've been standing your ground, and I have faith that you will stand your ground. But I'm like, because you don't deserve that. But I'm happy that the thing that got me was the fact that you could see when you got out of it. You were like, I didn't think I was like that. You could be on the outside looking in at how you were being talked to sometimes.
Right.
And
Yeah,
when you said
you
that,
see a lot.
when you said that, I was like, good. But go ahead, babe.
Right. And I just wanted to say I didn't come up here to curse you out. Like anybody who knows, I don't know how long, I'm new to you all, so I'm sure you're new to me, but that's just it's not even my personality. And if you say you thought I was smiling, it's probably because that's just what I do. I smile. My actual nickname is Smiley.
Is it?
So it's entertaining to me when I hear other people's thought process. I had Jackie up there with me. She knows she know, that's why she came up there, because she know my personality. Like she knows what it is or whatever. But and those around me know what it is. They know it's never been no type of romantic feelings or anything. I've never looked at him like that. He's 5 years younger than my mother. It's just
Oh,
never
shit.
been that type of thing. It really wasn't, but people going to believe what they want to believe and say how they want to say. But no, I'm not going to get mad at you for having an opinion. I wish that we all could just have disagreements or have conversations and keep it about whatever the issue is, instead of going and trying to cyber murder each other. Like I'm not gonna come up here and curse you out because you saw what you saw. And I find it interesting because I don't see it. Like I'm thinking one way and other people see it. So when I hear um the playback, it's like, okay, I can agree. I can sit back and give myself and look at the inner perspective of myself and see like, okay, well maybe that's something I need to work on. So it's never nothing like that.
And that's why I said, I mean, if she would have cussed me out a long time ago when she first came on and hit the link. But she's very like, she's not even like I know kind of like how you are now. And she said she don't take a lot of things personal. Like if you say something like that, she
I
just
really
don't.
don't. I don't think you can. If you do, you shouldn't even be on YouTube. You really
Can I?
shouldn't.
Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
meeting you in Jay Dunn's chat, and I think she was fussing with you or something. And I remember talking to you in the chat, and you were like, "I'm just gonna leave them," but you were still very, very courteous and very, very nice. And I was like, "She seems so nice." And Jay Dunn was like, "She doxed me," and I was just like,
I didn't.
"Okay."
I didn't. I did. And I do plan on having a show about that. I will be
Jay
very
Dunn
clear
about to hit
about
the
who I
link.
doxed and who I didn't. It's when I see stuff, I'm always open to have a conversation, about what the conversation is about, to if somebody wants to get a better understanding. But if I see they just want to be crazy, they want to be ignorant, I'm not gonna, indulge in that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm not perfect. I got a temper too, and sometimes I
Yeah.
might spaz out, but that's not my norm.
Can I
Yeah.
say
I think you have a good support group. Oh, go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
okay? Can I say something?
Sure.
Those two ladies up there, and of course, as you could tell, I have an accent, so I am not American. And starting out, um, one of them, me and her, we was going back and forth, and then you know what? At the end of it, the whole thing, she got my back, and now both of them do. And it's like, okay, you know what? We could argue. At the end of it, it's all about family. We could be da 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 this and that and the other and stuff, and then You talk about it, and then after that you move on, and then that's it. And then these ladies are like elevation, although some people might be like, oh, okay, you know what, they still do. No, no, there's changes. I see changes. And then that's what, our community is supposed to be about and stuff. So elevated each other. And also, I would never say that I would say this. Oh, Tracy, me and Tracy, we go back to lovely tea.
Do we, Cindy? I don't remember. See, when you were saying me and you've gone back and forth. I'm like, we have. Like, honestly, I don't. I only remember you from being on Sir King's, and you would come in there, and you would be on the panel, and then that was the first time you hit the camera, I think, and you were looking all over the room, and you were in some room or something, and I was like, who's that? So I didn't remember you back then.
Lovely tea. You had blocked me. You blocked me. And then Riley, Riley, yes, Riley.
Oh, that person must be lying. You see that comment right there in the chat? Tracy, look at it in the chat. Look at it. You see it?
No, she's not. I don't think so.
Who?
Because they good friends. So, I mean, I wouldn't say friends.
She's not going in all
relationship. So, I don't think so.
I don't think so. And I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I doubt it very seriously.
Yeah, I don't think so either, honestly. Let me tell you. Oh, Cindy, dropped down. But I was gonna ask her. I bet she doesn't know where I remember her from. It wasn't on Lovely Tea, and it wasn't on Sir King. If she comes back up, I'm gonna say she knows where I remember
Nikki,
her.
let me ask you something. Well, I don't want to tell her business, but why did grown folks go live that night spewing all this stuff about Jackie? I was like, what the hell is wrong with him?
I don't know anything about any of that.
Okay.
Yeah, Tracy, I'm about to run the streets right quick. Let me find out if they really beefing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go on mute. Hold on.
Okay, babe. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to hold up your show. I just wanted to let it be known. I'm not gonna flip out because somebody made an opinion about what the situation is. This is YouTube. If it's on YouTube, I feel like it ought to be addressed anyway. Now, if it ain't on YouTube, it shouldn't be addressed. That's how I feel.
Shit. Oh my God. It's true, Tracy.
It's true?
It's fucking true, girl.
Oh my God. Should we end my live?
Down. It is going fucking down. Hold on, Tracy.
Okay.
Wait. Don't
handle y'all business. I just want to clear that up.
Let me go back.
Thank you, Nikki.
Bye.
Thank you, Nikki.
Real quick.
Okay, I'm going too, Shells. Shells, I gotta get over there. I'm coming too.
You gonna end it?
Yes, we're gonna end it, everybody. Yes, let's go over there, y'all. Okay, bye, y'all. Peace, everybody.